The Chits and Giggles podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to the Shit and Giggles podcast.
Episode
Hello.
20.
Oh, how are you?
See? I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Got a bit of a cold, but I'll live, you know. At least it's not a flu. It's just a
It's
cold.
not the flu, yeah.
It's
You
not
don't
the
want
flu. Oh, you and that bloody flu.
You're always
Tell you
getting
what.
there. You're a trooper, fair play to you.
I know, yeah. I've got the flu again.
If I had the flu, I'd be fucked. I've never had the flu, but you get it every other week.
I've always got the flu, yeah.
Fair play to you.
Yeah. I don't believe you. Anyway, why you sorry, for a bit of background here. I say I've got the flu, and he says no, I don't.
Because you don't have a cold.
But I've got a flu. I've got the flu.
You haven't.
I have.
The flu is a very serious disease. It can kill you.
Well, it's okay because I'm taking cold and flu tablets.
Flu symptoms.
Yeah, so I've got the
Flu-like
flu.
symptoms.
Because I've got the flu. I take tablets because I've got the flu.
No. You
Yeah.
have the flu.
Well, what have I got then?
You
COVID?
can have a vaccination for the
Oh.
flu. You can't have a vaccination for a cold.
I'm sure that they give you a cold jab. No. What do
No,
old
they
people
definitely
get?
don't.
What do
Flu
old people
jab.
get? A flu jab.
I think it's just old people, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, the majority of the older generation are the
Yeah.
ones that get the cold jab.
They don't get no cold jab. I feel cold going in, but it's definitely not a cold jab.
Well, I've got the flu, so
Well, I hope you feel better soon. You sound surprisingly well, I must
What,
say.
considering I've got the flu?
Considering you've got the flu, yeah.
Well, I've never heard of the nonsense that you talk about anyway.
I'm sure a lot of people haven't heard the nonsense we talk about on this show.
I know, we do talk about some shit. Disclaimer, it's all shit. We just shits and giggling. That's all we're
It's
doing.
in the title.
It is in the title, shits and giggles. We're just having a crack and something to do. So, excuse me. So,
Bloody flu.
but I know this bloody flu's going to cause havoc. What was I going to say? Modern life.
What about it?
It's fucking hard.
It is hard, yeah. Oh, wait, what's hard about it?
Just everything. Just the cost of living. The wages are shit, and I'm not a millionaire, so
Yeah, but wages are better than they've ever been. Yeah, cost of living. It's a never-ending cycle. They keep putting minimum wage up, so then the
But-
factories producing all the produce have to charge more for their produce, so we have to pay more for it in the shop, and then because we can't afford it, we need to put our wages up.
that's a vicious cycle, isn't it? But it's like it's not going up enough. That's the problem. Wages don't
it's
go
not
up
going
enough.
And the bigger companies, their profits are through the roof. They just keep going up year over year,
They're greedy fuckers, is what they are.
and the smaller companies are suffering.
Yeah, just everything. Like years ago, you could buy a house for 20 grand. Now you can't buy a house for less than 80. More than
Yeah, but
less than 80.
You got to think of inflation. 20 grand years ago, 100 years ago, it's not worth 20 grand today.
No, I appreciate that, but
20 years ago, 10 years ago.
the ratio to people earning money, wages earning money, and cost of things.
I have seen this thing where this is the most expensive time to be alive.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, years ago, my granddad, for example, went to work, and my nan stayed home and looked after the kids, and that was the way it was.
Yeah.
The men went to work, the women raised the children. Now, most couples have to both have jobs because they can't afford to live otherwise.
Yeah. Me and my partner both have jobs, full-time jobs.
And
it
a
is
child,
tough.
and it's hard work. And
Yeah,
you end up
very.
paying more in childcare than what you fucking earn.
Mm.
How's that supposed to work? I tell you what, they want to do something about it, I'm telling you.
It doesn't make sense.
If Elon just give everyone 10 grand, he'd still have billions left.
If he gave everyone $1 billion, he'd still have billions left. There's 9 billion people on Earth. He's worth 200 billion. He
I
can
know.
afford to give every single person on Earth $1 billion
Exactly.
and not lose any sleep.
Exactly.
That's petty cash for him.
Wait. Oh, yeah, of course. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. Why doesn't he just do that? Greedy bastard.
What was you thinking?
I was trying to work out if that was the right math. I'm thinking, wait, 9
What,
million
if there's
people?
9 billion people on Earth and he gives each person $1 billion, that's £9 billion?
Well, I wouldn't want it in pounds, but can I have it in euros, please, Elon? And
I
a
mean, I know
Tesla.
I'm not a mathematical genius, but
No, it didn't. It didn't sound. I'm thinking 9 billion. That's not a lot, but then obviously it is, isn't it? It's fucking. It is a lot.
yeah, a million's a lot. Never mind 1 billion.
I know exactly. I don't exactly. I don't even want a billion. I don't want a billion. Fuck that. Too much
Fuck
money. I
that.
don't.
If everyone else had a billion, I'll have a fucking billion, please. Thank you, Elon.
No. But I mean, that's greedy. You don't need a billion. A mil or two is sufficient.
You don't need a mil or two. You don't need 100 grand.
I do.
I'm fucking skint and I'm alive. I'm surviving
Yeah,
comfortably.
yeah, but comfortably. No. Not. I wouldn't say comfortably. I mean, obviously, I'm surviving, but I wouldn't say comfortably. I could always do with some extra money.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Elon could do with extra money, but
He don't. He doesn't need any extra money. He doesn't have to walk into a shop and go, how much are those pair of shoes? Can I afford those pair of shoes this week? No, I don't think I can. I'll wait until next week and get them. He walks into fucking Gucci and buys the shoes he wants.
I'd like to see Elon with a pair of Gucci.
All right, the cost, fucking whatever. You don't have to worry about how much money's in his bank, whether he can afford them or not. Like the majority of people, like the majority of the people on this planet ain't rich.
Yeah, where's it at 1% of millionaires?
Probably, yeah, that's about right. Most people can't just go and buy what they want whenever they want it. They got to budget for it.
Hmm.
It's just life. It's fucking hard.
But you see, like films from years ago, you had like 3 generations living under one roof, most of them working, and they still couldn't afford the rent. So how is it harder now than it was then,
I don't
financially?
know. I don't know. Yeah, because we don't earn enough fucking money
Who, then or now?
now.
You know
We
what I'm
need.
saying? Financially, surely I haven't got to ration my loaf of bread, for example.
No,
Whereas 50, 60, 70 years ago, and for the rest of history, they probably did.
maybe bread was more expensive. You ever think about that?
Not just bread.
Yeah. And milk, come on.
Everything else is cheaper, but
It's not though. There's nothing. Nothing's cheaper.
no, I know today nothing's cheaper. We
I
all have
think.
more money. I don't know. The thing I seen online, it worked out with it took inflation into the equation, and it worked out the average wage in the 19, I think it was like the 1960s or 1950s, your
It was about
grandparents'
8 grand a
generation.
year. Yeah.
8 grand a year, was it?
Was it not 8 grand a year? Maybe I could be wrong. Maybe like 5 grand a year. I can't remember.
10 years ago, I was on 5 grand a year.
Yeah, but 10 years ago, you were a whippersnapper apprentice.
I still had fucking bills to pay.
It doesn't matter.
That's a load of bollocks. Why does it matter what age you are to have?
Experience. Experience.
You can go into a brand new job. Like, for example, when I was between the ages of 21 and 24, I worked in a factory,
Hmm.
and I worked there before the age of 21, 24, but that was the minimum wage bracket they go up in, 16 to 18, 18 to 21, 21 to 24, 25 and over.
Yeah.
Well, I was 21 to 24, so I was on a lesser minimum wage than 25 and over minimum wage.
Yeah.
I'd been working in this factory for 5 years, operating this same machine for 5 years. I was at one point probably the best operator there on this machine.
Yeah.
And then a new person comes in
Who's 26?
who's 26 or 36, 46, however old they are. If they're over 25, and I was training this person on this machine, on their first day, they were earning more money than me. So what's
I
experience got to do with it?
I think I'm not just in the job. I think you've got the older you get, the more responsibilities you've got, and the more shit you got to pay. Maybe at 25, maybe at 26 is when you have kids and you've got other kids to support and stuff like that. Whereas at 21 to 25, most people don't have kids to support at that age.
So they're generalizing.
I guess
The
so. Yeah,
government are being
I I guess so. I could be wrong. That's the way that's the way I've always pictured. I always thought that one, you get paid less when you're younger because you haven't got as much experience at working in general, not just at your job, the job that you're in, but you've not been working that much. Do you know what I mean? So maybe you're a bit slower, or well, you're slow anyway. So I've been told.
what are you laughing at?
um, I don't know. That's the way I've always pictured it. Maybe that as you get older, you've got more responsibilities and more people, more dependencies.
A load of shit. Is it the same where you live?
Yeah. I think
Depending on
so.
what age you have a different minimum wage
Oh
bracket.
no, actually no, it's not minimum wage. It's minimum wage, no matter how old you are.
But there we fucking go.
Well, move to Spain then.
No comprendo español.
You said that well. You said that quite well, actually.
Oh, buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Muchas gracias. That's
Uh,
what I meant to say. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Yeah. What instead of buenas noches?
Yeah.
One's good night. One's thank you very much.
I meant to say thank you very much.
Oh, and they said a good night.
Yeah.
It's just unfair. Everything is unfair.
There's a saying. Hard times create hard men. Hard
Yeah.
men create easy times. Easy times create weak men. Weak men create hard times.
So it's a vicious fucking cycle, isn't it?
And at the moment, if we're in the hard times, I'm hard as fuck, boy.
So you're saying my dad's a weak man? That's what you're saying.
No, I would say
No,
probably
no. Wait. That's what you're saying.
no.
No, you don't
No.
mean you don't mean by generation. Then you just mean in general, yeah.
No, I'd say by generation, but I'd say is our generation that's the weak. Like we
Because we're
get
creating
flus
the
every other
hard
fucking week.
times. Well, what are you on about?
So we are creating as a civilization, not
We're
individually,
creating the hard
hard
times.
times for ourselves.
So wait a minute. You're saying I'm weak? You're
Yeah.
saying I'm a weak man?
That's what I was saying.
I'm strong as fuck, boy.
Arm wrestle right now.
Come in. Come in.
I'm coming out of my monitor now.
Me too. Well, let's just say that I won. Okay.
if you look at it, I think about I don't know, your father's generation or your grandfather's generation. How tough were they? How did they ever complain about working down the mine in very bad circumstances, earning pennies per hour? Couldn't
No,
afford to.
probably not because they didn't have a choice. They had to do it.
Exactly, they got on with it. They were hard men,
Yeah, sure.
and they created the easy times. We are now living in the we were living in the easy times.
And
where
now the
we
hard
create
men want to be hard women as well.
well,
The hard women want to be hard men.
that's the thing. We're weak men at the minute.
It's true. I mean, there are some fucking snowflakes out there, aren't there?
I think it's just a vicious cycle of general civilization. But it's not on an individual scale. You can put two people next to each other, two men from born on the same day, from the same generation, and one can be hard as fuck, the other one could be
A snowflake.
yeah. So
Yeah,
obviously it's
see that.
general, but I'd say
Yeah, I can
another 50 years, 100 years, the way things are going.
Yeah, because obviously if we're now, not us, me and you, as in us as a generation, are creating the hard times, which will then create the hard men.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So 50 to 100
Yeah.
years,
Yeah,
the world's probably going to be looking pretty good.
if we're still here, we might be on
If we're
Mars by
still
then,
here, or fucking nuked to
or
death.
nuked, or some fucking meteor's gonna come and wipe us all out.
Hopefully we see that coming.
As I say, do you reckon we'd know? Do you reckon we'd like see it coming and like some Armageddon type shit and
I don't know. Armageddon's a bit
Sense.
far-fetched.
send someone up there to blow it up and divert it round us?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to do that.
No.
You don't want to blow one trajectory in space into a million hurtling towards you.
Yeah. True.
The chances are you could break it up and it could burn up in our atmosphere because it's a lot smaller. But there's also a chance that you could get a million pieces that are a little bit too big to burn up and it's just going to rain on us. So you either want to deflect it.
Do you reckon that would be like, if that was to happen, do you reckon that would be like Last Man on Earth type of shit, where it would wipe out a load of people, but not everyone? Or do you reckon that would literally wipe us out within a year or so?
It depends on the size and scale. How big's
Well,
the
yeah.
meteorite? Is it a dinosaur comic kind of level?
Yeah, I mean, was that like, I mean, I don't know if you know, but was that like it hit and then bang, the whole dinosaurs were just vaporized and gone?
No,
Or was
in the
it
immediate
over
area,
time?
yeah, definitely. In the immediate area, they were fucked. They were
No, in the immediate area, obviously, yeah. But I mean, the other side of the world, for example,
no, they would have been probably over a good couple of years.
what
100,
just
maybe
things
1,000.
just got worse and worse and worse, and they just went extinct over time because
Yeah,
there
but
was no
supposedly
food and there was
yeah, and the reason for no food and no resources, supposedly the asteroid hitting the Earth created a big dust cloud that blocked out the sun for hundreds of years. No
Right.
plant life could grow or very little. meaning the bigger animals like the dinosaurs, they needed more of the plant life.
Yeah.
'Cause don't forget the big herbivore dinosaurs ate the plants, but then the big carnivore dinosaurs had to eat the big herbivore dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So once there was no plants, they all died.
Right. Do you reckon that
Leaving,
would be you reckon that would be the same for us if it was to happen?
I don't know, obviously we're a lot smaller creature, we're a lot more intelligent, a lot more
We're a lot more
adaptive.
intelligent, exactly. We can fucking make our own UV light to grow our own plants.
How healthy do you think that'd be for us though? Like what we're doing to our food now is disgusting. Is so bad for us in every aspect. Not just our physical and gut health, but in every aspect of our health. All the preservatives and pesticides and artificial adjectives and it's
So just eat random mushrooms that grow in the ground then.
well, I wouldn't advise that, but
Not for everyone.
nobody wants to eat a random mushroom they find in the ground.
No. Especially not ground up in lemon juice.
They might want to do
Episode
that, but
19. What?
no, in all seriousness, mushrooms can kill you, some mushrooms. So you don't want to go pick random mushrooms and eat them.
Yeah, don't do that. Disclaimer, don't do that. So, if everything's getting so expensive and people, we need all these jobs to earn as much money as we can, why is Elon Musk creating a robot to do all our jobs for us? Majority of the jobs for us.
That's a good point. The Tesla bot.
The Tesla bot.
Well,
And
he's got a theory.
he says he wants him to do boring jobs. Well, boring jobs pay fucking bills.
Not just boring, but dangerous.
Dangerous jobs, I can understand. I can understand that because obviously they're dangerous jobs. But boring jobs,
From
all right,
from a business point of view, from the employer point of view, it's much better than human labor. To the point they don't need to take breaks, they don't need to eat, they don't need to sleep. You might have to
they
put them on charge, but that's about it.
don't get tired. Yeah,
They cost 15 grand. I mean, he hasn't made them yet, but once in production and supposedly they're gonna cost 15,000.
yeah,
That's less than 1 year's wage for one person.
yeah. But don't forget, obviously, it's a robot at the end of the day, so it's going to need maintenance. It's going to need fixing. It's going to need like wear and tear,
Yeah, just like any other robot, just like any car.
just like anything. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mechanical, so it can still go wrong. It can still fail.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I can see that it's beneficial for them. But what about the person who they replace it with?
And it's not so great for them. But supposedly, according to Elon and a few other people, in a couple of years' time, there's not going to be anyone to replace. Not quite anyone, but a lot less people.
Why?
People having less and less kids and having them later in life.
Yeah, but people still having kids. There's still people born like every second, every day.
Yeah, but there's also people dying every second, every day.
What? And there's more people dying than there is being born?
It's getting to the point, yeah. It's almost in some countries, there's more people dying than are being born. Russia, for example, their population is seriously declining. That's actually one of the reasons they had to launch the attack on Ukraine when they did, because they didn't have the armed forces if they left any later,
Really?
apparently.
Oh. But is it like is he worried that we'll end up going extinct? Is he worried that we're not gonna
I
the
think
population's gonna get too low?
yes, not to a point where I think the human species will go extinct, but I think to the point where civilization will probably collapse because we've built a civilization, we built a system, an ecosystem around us that relies on the amount of people that it has to run it because
Yeah.
it has that many people. If in 100 years' time there's 30%, 20% less people on Earth, there's a lot of jobs to fill.
Right, and he's thinking of doing it with robots.
Yeah. The
Is any
initial, to be honest, I think he's probably more pitching this as like a human labor replacement, but it's probably to gather data because they're learning robots, they AI. They're using the same computer brain chip that's in the Tesla car.
right?
So the way that works, it's not coded like your traditional code. It's not told to drive down the road, the Tesla car, in a particular way. Stop at this light if it's red. Turn left. It's not programmed to do that in a set sequence. The way the Tesla car learns, it's programmed to learn. So it will drive down the road. A human will drive the car down the road. The car, using all of his cameras and his computer brain,
Yeah.
will observe everything that the driver's doing not only can it see the driver, but also obviously knows where it's turning the steering wheel, how it's turning the steering wheel, how vigorously, where it's braking, all sorts of things like that. It's also got a full, it can create a 3D rendering from all of the, I think it's got 8 cameras around the car.
Yeah.
So it creates a whole 3D world and learns from what that driver is doing. And then will mimic what that driver is doing and try and improve it. So it's not programmed from the get-go to do something. It's programmed to learn and copy what humans are doing.
That's dangerous, though, surely.
Well, humans are driving.
No, but I mean, it's dangerous for them to learn off humans, because if it's going to learn a bad habit from a human,
It is also programmed to learn how to improve. It can improve itself.
yeah,
So when it makes a fault, which many Teslas have done, which is the whole point of it, it needs to learn. It needs to make the mistake to know what not to do. Whereas if it was traditional code, humans would go in and say, right, this code is wrong, it's made a mistake, we have to then take that code out, rewrite that code. Whereas because the Teslas learn, once one Tesla makes that mistake on that particular road, it's updated to the web of the Tesla system, and then a Tesla 3 miles behind, coming up the road, will now know
well, no.
how to maneuver on that road. It's all done in real time. They learn.
And he's saying that the robots, the Tesla bots, are going to do the same thing.
They got the exact same AI learning algorithm that it's designed and built by Tesla. It's their own programming, their own software.
Yeah.
It's quite revolutionary, really.
Yeah.
So I think that these bots that he's advertising as human labor replacements, I think they will be there, but to learn how to be a human, pretty much, do everything a human can do, so we can then send them to Mars to build the base ready for us to arrive.
Yeah. That's pretty interesting shit, isn't it?
Because how do you program a robot to do something on another planet remotely? Because you can't tell it what to do once it's there. You can, but it'd be very, very slow
Yeah.
because you got a delay in signal. So when you got to now send a signal to the robot on Mars, the robot's got to receive that signal, transcribe it, understand it, carry out that action, whatever you've told it to do. You've got to wait then a further 20 minutes for you to receive the signal that has carried out that task. For then you then to go on and send the next signal. It's very slow and very painstaking. So if you can send something as good as a human
Yeah.
without costing any lives to then go and build the base, and it's a humanoid. It's got 5 fingers. It can fit in
Yeah.
spaces. It's
Have you seen the video of it that he released about with the Tesla bots and the new Cybertruck?
they're Tommy guns, but they shoot
With the Tommy gun, they
yeah,
shoot the thing, and he
yeah.
gets out and he says, "Wow, what does it say?" And the one that's driving it gets out and says, "Missed me" or something. It says, "Missed me,"
Yeah, something like
because it
that.
didn't
Yeah,
get hit. Yeah,
yeah.
that's quite funny actually. Is that real though? That's not real, is it?
I, I,
That's CGI, isn't it?
no, I believe they are in
What?
fact.
That's actually he's actually got the robots to do that.
I believe so. Yeah,
Really?
I'm yet to find out otherwise.
Yeah.
But they
I.
learn. So as long as they've seen someone do that, they can then replicate it.
Hmm.
Obviously, they
Yeah.
do have code. They are programmed to a certain extent, but their main code is to learn.
Yeah,
It's
it's called
not.
machine learning, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's not
I
predetermined.
know. He's a clever fucking sausage, isn't he?
I don't know how he does it.
He's got something like 10 companies? No, maybe more.
Probably. Let's have a look. We've got Tesla,
Yeah,
SpaceX,
yeah,
Twitter or X,
yeah. The Boring Company.
Neuralink,
Neuralink.
Boring Company.
Yeah.
That's 5. Solar City.
So that's Starlink.
Starlink. Is that separate or part of
No, that's
SpaceX?
Starlink. No, it's Starlink.
Okay.
The internet service provider is Starlink. That's a separate company.
All right.
It might be the satellites are put in space by SpaceX, but the company itself is Starlink.
So yeah, he's got a good few companies behind him.
You're talking 7 there at least. Oh, what's the fucking thing he done with the flamethrower? Another tunnels. What did he do with the
The
tunnels? What
boring
was that? Is
company.
that? Oh, is that the
That's
boring company?
yeah,
What? And that's where he's building all these tunnels under the
yeah,
cities. Oh, okay.
because they bore in through the earth.
Right.
That's why
Okay.
it's called boring.
All right. I've seen a video, and then it's just for Teslas, isn't it?
At the moment, that's quite revolutionary. The way
Yeah,
he's
because you
doing
don't
that.
drive down it, do you? The Tesla knows, and it does it on its own with all the sensors.
I think at the moment you have to drive.
Oh,
At the moment.
I thought it was autonomous. I thought you just.
Yeah, the plan will be. And it's going to be a vacuum chamber. At the moment, it's not vacuumed. I think all he's got at the moment is the tunnel. He's pretty
Right.
much just got that set up. But the plan is to make them completely autonomous, like you said, in a
Yeah.
vacuum. So they'd be flying through these tunnels. And if you've seen the video, they are built within an inch of room. You
Yeah.
can barely fit through them.
Yeah.
But once they're autonomous, you wouldn't need. There would be no room for human error, literally. So,
Yeah. Sure.
and they can fly through like 150 miles per hour.
Yeah. Get one from one side of the city to another in like minutes.
Yeah, he's got a good, massive contract with Las Vegas to connect a few of the strips up there in Texas, Austin, Texas.
Yeah, because that's where the Gigafactory, whatever it's called, Mega City or something that's called, isn't it? What's his big
Uh,
factories called?
that's where is which one is
Is it the Gigafactory or Mega Factory or
Gigafactory?
something?
Gigafactory is the Teslas. He's got what's the thing called at Boca Chica? His SpaceX launch facility.
Not sure.
That's a Boca Chica. I'm sure isn't that in Texas somewhere?
Don't know. I'm sure he lives in Texas, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure. The robots are cool though. Imagine,
Yeah. Cool.
I imagine like iRobot. Imagine you had one just in your house. You bought one and it just does all the tidies your house for you, cooks your food, makes you a cup of tea,
Exactly, the
like
Tesla bot.
iRobot. Yeah.
Because obviously you've got robots that will hoover your house for you,
Yeah, but they're not.
but they
They're
will
shit.
only hoover your house.
Yeah.
You've got robots that will clean your windows, but they will only clean your windows.
Yeah.
You've got smart toasters that will probably do your toast for you at a particular time, but they will only do your toast. Whereas the Tesla bot, the whole point of them is that they can do pretty much anything a human can do. So
Yeah.
across the board tasks, not just one. Like that, Boston Dynamics company in America,
I've heard of it.
they make
I've heard the name.
robots. They make,
Right, yeah.
they probably make a lot more, but they're famous for their robots. Incredible robots. They can do amazing things. They got this dog-looking thing
I've seen that, yeah.
that can do acrobats.
Yes, I've seen it, yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool. I don't know what the point
That's,
in it is, but it's pretty
yeah,
cool.
just because they can, I suppose, yeah.
But it
Yeah, I've
can
seen
do
that.
nothing else.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It does seem that the Tesla bot seems very much like futuristic, like from the videos and shit that I've seen. It seems like it's a very much in the future thing, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that the technology's there right now, where you got a robot that, like iRobot, that walking around like a normal person. Look, because on the video with the Cybertruck,
We've had
they're
robots.
like people.
We've had humanoid robots for years. Some that even look like humans with eyes that blink and they move and their lips move when they're talking.
Yeah, but
So the Tesla bot is actually very basic aesthetically.
how do they keep balance though? Because you seen the one that you're on about, they got like these weird thingy legs that obviously, and there's four legs, and it can moves like a dog.
Yeah, and it just kind of, yeah,
Yeah,
the orange and black thing.
I can't.
Supposedly they're supposed to be good in like military operations. They can
Uh,
climb really hard terrain to pass. So you need to get like a med kit to someone instead of
yeah,
taking a helicopter or someone walking it in. This dog thing can climb up cliffs faces and stuff.
yeah. Have you seen the Kingsman?
The first one.
Oh, you haven't seen the second one?
I don't think so.
Oh, the second one. She's got the obviously the baddie of it is she's got like these robot dog things.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you should see it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, makes you wonder though, isn't it? Why? I mean, he's doing all this stuff because Neuralink as well. That's going to be incredible when
Neuralink?
it eventually gets there and does what it can do, or what he's hoping it can do, will be amazing.
What
You'll be
if
able to literally you wouldn't need a mobile phone. It would just be in your head, and you wouldn't need TVs. You wouldn't need things that. Do you know what I mean?
Supposedly, we were to communicate with your thoughts.
That could be dangerous, I suppose. I don't know.
I think it's weird how a biological matter that's sending off signals, i.e., your brain,
Yeah.
how something like elements we can take out of the ground and melt down to make a wire and a computer, how we can translate what's happening in your brain into something we can understand.
Yeah.
Like just that sentence alone might take a few listens to understand, but
I was just trying to work that bit out, but yeah. Yeah, it's complicated, but if it gets to what he says it will get to, will be pretty fucking cool.
what if all of his companies, his plan is to integrate them all? Like, what if they're going to be integrated? Like, he's obviously brought out a new chatbot, AI
A
chat,
new AI thing, yeah.
called Grok,
Yeah.
part of XAI. But the way that learns, again, that's a learning module. The way that learns is from real life people via Twitter.
Yeah.
So they're getting constant updated information from all around the world, free open source information. What if he puts that into the robot?
Put that into the robot, then can be like a human and have all the information. Put it in a Tesla, sends it with SpaceX to Mars. People that have got Neuralink are super fucking smart because obviously you can get all this information directly into your brain, can make these rockets and make them better, can build tunnels to get around the world much easier. You can do everything, see?
And think about it, tunnels. We're going to need tunnels on Mars. We can't stay on the surface. It's too dusty, there's no oxygen, it's too cold.
Yeah.
Cave systems on Mars is probably where humans are going to settle, same as the moon. The surface is too dangerous.
So we'd have to.
What if he sends one of his boring machines over and cuts out a load of fucking caves on Mars? What if his plan is to integrate them all? What if
It
they already
probably
are?
is. Probably is.
Like you said, he uses SpaceX to launch Starlink.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like
I don't know.
it's like an MCU, but Elon Musk style.
He's a clever fucking man. I tell you that. Very clever man. I mean, I'm not sure he himself. I mean, I know he's clever, like, but he's him himself isn't the one that designs all this shit. He's just owns the companies that do it, and he's just
He
got
is
the ideas to do it.
he is an engineer.
No, no,
I know, obviously, every single idea
I
isn't his,
realize
and he designed everything himself. No, I know, of course.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but he's obviously got a good team of people that come up with these things with him.
His talent seems to be hiring the best of the best. He seems to know how to read CVs
Yeah,
because he is the best hirer.
yeah, obviously, yeah, yeah. I'm surprised he hasn't brought out a phone yet.
I have actually seen concepts
I've
of a
seen
Tesla
concepts as
phone.
well, and they look fucking cool. But if he brings out a mobile phone, like fucking Tony Stark kind of shit, that's all see-through and stuff, cool.
Yeah,
But then with Neuralink, if you had Neuralink, you wouldn't need a mobile phone. You'd just be straight in your head, make calls, scroll through Instagram in your head. I bet he could make Tony Stark's glasses with something with like the thing in it, the like
Jarvis.
the Jarvis or something inside it. It's not Jarvis, it's Friday.
Oh yeah, it's Friday in the glasses.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I bet he could do it if he wanted to.
Probably. He is the real life Tony Stark.
Mm.
I'm sure he is dubbed that. That is a nick. You know, he was in Iron Man.
Yeah, he was in the first one or second one.
Second, I think. Second, yeah.
Yeah, a bit of a cameo. Yeah, it's all interesting stuff. He's a clever man.
Yeah.
Mm. Right, I think we should wrap it up. I think that's about it for this one. What do you think?
Yeah. I got a busy day tomorrow. Very busy.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Okay.
It's really nice on the cards.
Have you got a joke for us? Are we doing a joke?
Oh, jokes are back, in there. Yeah, thanks guys for the feedback.
Yeah, let's do a joke. Have you got one?
Let me think. Sure, yeah, go on.
Okay. Do you want to go? Do you want to go first?
Okay. Why
Okay,
not?
go for it.
What's the difference between a rabbi and a priest?
Go on.
A rabbi cuts them off, and a priest sucks them off.
I've heard that. I've heard it. Right, okay. What's another way of saying coming in your girlfriend?
What?
Loading the dishwasher.
Have you heard it? Have you heard it before?
Oh, bloody hell. Right, we need to do better with these jokes, man, I'm telling you. We're
Well, we
gonna
made it to
lose.
episode 20.
We're gonna lose. We did. The jokes didn't, but we did.
Hanging on there, hanging by a
We'll
thread.
keep this hanging in there. Okay, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. And don't forget, it's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. Bye.
See ya.
The Chits and Giggles Podcast.